Hello everyone, welcome to day 8 of the 30-day challenge. I'm so happy you're here with me again and embarking on that wonderful journey of yours. Yesterday you had a very relaxing hypnosis session, something for the mind. Today I'd like you to work to engage your brain a little bit more again. Yesterday we spoke about the feeling that we sometimes have when we want to do something and we don't do it. That feeling of guilt, that feeling of regret that we sometimes have, that, why didn't I do that? Well, a lot of times this is caused by us planning. I don't want to say wrongly, but not planning so wisely. Today I want to go through something that you probably all heard of. However, many times we don't follow these steps. So for those of you who have seen it over and over again, it's a reminder for you again and again. I will talk about something that we refer to a lot as the Eisenhower matrix. Or you might know it better as urgent important matrix. Why is that so important? Because we have so many tasks to do during the day, so many things that we want to do, things that we have to do, things that are scheduled, that are planned, and things that are very spontaneous that just come up. So we need to have a plan of our day. We need to schedule our day in order to achieve, I won't say everything, but most of the things that we want to achieve. Yeah. Let's look at that matrix just for a moment before we start actually doing something with it. So here on this axis we have the urgency, right? So anything that is down here is not urgent, and anything that is up here is very urgent, right? So your tasks are anywhere here on that line. On the other hand, here on that axis we have things that are not important at all, and then things that are really important. Now let's put them into that grid and see how that plays into our day. Things that are urgent and important. These would be the deadlines I have that are important for my work. These would be a doctor's appointment or a vaccination for my child. These would be the things that are important, whether it's for my personal life or for my work life. And they are related to a deadline. That means I have to do them today or tomorrow or whenever my deadline is. Yeah. So the things that are important and urgent, very important and very urgent. Sorry, we're up here, not here. Yeah. These things I need to do. There is no way around them. Because if I don't do them now, I might lose them. Or I might get into trouble. So yes, I have to do them. On the other hand, if I don't do them now, and they are important to me, I might regret it later. Yeah. So everything that is important and urgent, just do it now. Now let me ask you that. If you would look through your agenda, how many things would you actually write in there? Probably many. Why? Because many people tend to either procrastinate or leave it till the end. And then that box gets fuller and fuller. Yeah. If it gets too full, we won't be able to do everything. Okay, so let's talk about the things that are down here. Neither urgent nor important. What could that be? Going through Facebook to see if I can find any old friends of mine. I don't know. Is that so useful right now? There might be other things. A lot of social media, if it's not related to important things, to work, is actually in there. Yeah. Things that are in there could also be just sitting and binge watching a movie, a series, or smoking. Nothing against smokers, but sometimes it's just like, is it really urgent or important? But it is taking time away from my day. So here we have a lot of time wasters, a lot of things that just waste our time, and then we regret because we could have used the time to do the things that we actually really want to do. Yeah. So for now, I would just say delete them. Put a big cross on them on the agenda. Okay, so let's look at now things that are very, very urgent but not important. That could be your friend calling and saying, oh, please, can you help me right now? I need to move. Well, now at the moment you can't see her, but I need to do something, and can you help me online with that? It's really urgent, I need it now. Many times that urgency comes from somewhere, but for us, it's not really something that matters to us. It's not important to us. Yeah. So these things here that are really urgent but not important, what do we do with them? We try to delegate them to someone else. If it's at work, work related, your boss calls you and says, I need that right now done. But it's a report that is actually not in your competence, or not something that you usually do. So instead of doing it, spending a lot of time with it, where it's really not important for me, you could delegate it to someone for whom it is important. Yeah, for whom it is what they usually do. So something that is really important here is proper and clear communication. We need to communicate to the other party, whoever is giving us a task, whoever is calling us, whoever is making it urgent. We need to clearly and assertively communicate that, you know what, I cannot really do it right now, so we have to find another solution. Yeah. So another thing that we could do here, we need clear communication. We need assertiveness. Need to be assertive. Yeah. So many times, this quadrant here are things that actually are coming from someone else. Things that someone else expects from us to do, but for us, they're not important. Yeah. So then we have this quadrant here, things that are not urgent, but important to you. And guess what? Your goal should be right here. This should be that place where you have the things that you love doing. They are important to you. They mean something to you. There are things that you really want to do, want to accomplish. Yeah? And if you do them in a proper way and in a consistent way, and if you schedule them well, then they don't become urgent. So this is really the place where you should be and where your goal should be in. Now this quadrant, it also stands for delay. Why? We have things that are really important, but not so urgent, and we have other things that are more urgent now, more pressing right now. So these are the things that we could delay just a little bit. Yeah. Don't delay them too much though. Don't, because they are really important to you. You might have delayed and delayed and delayed the thing that you really want to do, the thing that you are doing right now. Don't delay it even more. Yeah. Stay in here. So what I'd like you to do is actually take a piece of paper, put down the 4 quadrants, just like I did here, and go through your day and write down the things that are here, the things that you think they're taking so much time of my day. Being on your phone and playing a game, playing a PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever they are called, yeah? Like I said before, binge watching a series. Now, there's nothing against it on a certain day when you schedule it. When you schedule, you know what, today I just want to have 4 hours of doing nothing. Then this is scheduled. And guess what? Then it is not here anymore, because then it is right here. Then it is really important to you. Yeah. But if it isn't here, if it's taking a lot of your time and you don't want it to take time, then write it into here. Yeah, these are the things that you should cross out, that you should delete. Write down the things that are really urgent and important for you to do, because you'll have to do them sooner or later. Yeah. And here, put your goal in the middle, whatever you really want to do, and put all around it also other things that are important to you. Family time. What is important in business? Do you have big goals, big dreams, aspirations for your business? What is it that you really want to do? Yeah. All the long-term goals or mid-term goals could go in there. Think about, what is it that is so important to me to do? And I could start planning it right now, because it's not yet urgent. Everything that gets urgent, you will do with a stressed mind, and you might have some mistakes in there if it's done too quickly. Yeah. And I would like you to really think about everything, especially nowadays where you're working from home, but even in the future when you go back to the office. Put your personal things into that agenda, into that grid too, because one plays a role with the other. I cannot do the things quietly and be focused on my goals if I know that at home my daughter is sick, or I really have to do something very urgently for my wife, etc. Yeah. So do take all of your personal things into consideration when you do that. So when you plan your goal, like we did yesterday and the day before, when we plan your goal, plan in downtime, plan in time with the family, plan in other things that also need to be done. Yeah, and that's really important. Don't say, I have a goal, I want to do that, I want to learn Spanish, and then spend 8 hours a day in front of the computer learning Spanish, because you will have the stress come at a certain point, because there are other things that are still urgent and important in your life. So that's all for today. Make that plan, write down the things that you want to do, write down every single thing, every single step, and then schedule them, like we did yesterday and the day before. I'll see you tomorrow. My name is Mona Abdurrahim Santel from Mind Your Power.